Good day! I am MA.SOLEDAD from B.Ed 3B. What do you think the term multigrade means? Well, classes with 3 grade levels conducted in one classroom and handled by a single teacher are called a multigrade or multi-level class. This means that children with different skills and abilities, developmental levels, and needs are mixed in a class and work together under the guidance of one teacher. What term used in your area? Well, in our area, we call it a group class. Do any of these examples sound familiar? Yes, I have seen different movies about teachers teaching multigrade. Have you had experiences similar to those in the example and story above? Did you attend multigrade classes? Did you like the experience? Yes, I have attended a multigrade class, and so far it was my best experience. I have seen the struggles of the teachers and the students, yet they were able to play their part. I guess it is a great challenge for the part of the teacher, and I adore teachers who are teaching multigrade because they were able to handle the stress that has been put onto them. What other thoughts do you have about the stories? Would you want your children to attend a multigrade class? If they did attend such a class, how would you help them to learn better in this environment? Well, handling multigrade classes isn't that easy. It is not bad for the children to attend multigrade classes as long as they've learned something and that they are committed to pursue their dreams through education. Multigrade also has a lot of benefits for the students when it comes to social interaction because students can easily interact to their co-students who is older than them. We need to encourage and support our students. For my children to learn better in a multigrade setup, I will advise the teacher to create different activities and incorporate everyday experience into learning. First characteristic is the methods. In monograde, a whole class approach is used to meet the needs of individual learners with different abilities in the same grade, while in multigrade, a variety of methods are used to meet the needs of individual learners who have different abilities and are in different grades. Organization, in monograde, the teacher is responsible for only the mandated curriculum for that particular grade, while in multigrade, more time is needed for organizing and planning instruction. Relationships. In monograde, learners are very independent but maintain good communication with their teacher. In multigrade, there's a strong student-teacher relationship. When it comes to tutoring, monograde, tutoring through mandatory home visitation, and in multigrade, there is a collaborative learning through peer tutoring. Teacher training. In monograde, teachers have a lot of training and seminars to attend where they can get new learning, while in multigrade, there are less opportunity for extracurricular activities for the teachers, such as trainings and seminars. Numbers. In monograde, the teacher can accommodate students from a minimum of 15 to a maximum of 35 or 37 per class, while in multigrade, the class size range from at least 40 to 100 students. Curriculum. In monograde, there's a compulsory core subjects in both elementary and secondary schools include languages, mathematics, science, and arts, and etc. While multigrade, curriculum is planned and organized on a yearly basis. The remuneration. In monograde, there is a competitive salary for the teacher, bonuses, and a lot of benefits. While in multigrade, there is not so competitive salary, fewer allowances and benefits. So in skills, monograde there's a critical thinking skills, patience, responsible, and good communication skills. While in multigrade, it is more on empathy, like emotional skills, patience, responsible, and being creative. Similarities and differences between multigrade and monograde classes. A multigrade class is one that contains 2 or more grade levels of students. It may be contrasted to a monograde class that contains only 1 grade level. Monograde classes are normally the preferred unit of organization in graded school systems. Teachers of the monograde group prepared their lesson plans before taking classes. They were satisfied with the content and subject taught in the classroom. They used visual aids in the classrooms, and the learning process was better in monograde teaching than in multigrade teaching. Teachers of monograde teaching were found more aware of the content or the subject being taught in the classroom and were more aware of the factors that make learning effective in the classroom. Classroom management and organization techniques. In a multigrade classroom, the teacher who is the head of the class has to control his or her class and create a good learning environment for the children. The teacher must also make the learners understand how they can assist in making their class manageable. The learners also play a role in managing the class. Classroom management can be viewed in 3 dimensionals. The dimensions are the classroom, the teacher, and the learners. Disciplinary issues. Well, in my own point of view, the disciplinary issues in multigrade and monograde classes are just the same. The most common are the following. Disrespect. Students speak and act in a disrespectful way to adults and peers. Defiance. Students openly refuse to listen to adults or follow directions. Bullying. Students consistently intimidate others, often to make themselves feel better. And therefore, the teacher must promote good discipline in the classroom and will serve as a good role model to his or her students. Overall reflection. Well, the government should encourage multigrade teachers with awards, incentives for students of elementary level with well-equipped material provided for the teaching of multigrade teaching. The obvious reason is the allocation of funds for education. The government should increase the budget for education so that the shortage of teachers, especially in rural areas, be eliminated. If multigrade teaching is needed of the day, then strategies to be adopted should be included in the curriculum of future education programs, and the teachers already concerned with multigrade teaching should be given ample opportunities for in-service teacher education. Observation 4. First issue is the classroom. So, the teacher's table is located in the left side of the chalkboard. Pupils' desks are arranged in 3 columns with 3 to 4 rows. The classroom is not so big and it doesn't have a lot of instructional materials. The second issue is number of children and age range. So the teacher only have 13 pupils, 7 boys and 6 girls. The third issue is the methods used by the teacher. So the teaching method used by the teacher, most of the time, the teacher uses teacher-centered instruction and peer group discussion. The next issue is the type of activities performed by the students. Well, the teacher incorporate motivational activities such as games to encourage learners to participate during the discussion, and sometimes she employ peer tutoring and provide differentiated tasks for students. She sometimes use worksheets and more. The next issue is support provided by the teacher, the learners, and the community. So the teacher asks help from her colleagues if she have issues in teaching, and also the community is very helpful to her. The next issue is the challenge. So the most challenging part is making and preparing different instructional materials and preparing oneself to deliver the lesson properly. I understand that it is not easy for the teacher to handle multigrade while she is having a discussion with a grade 3, where grade 4 learners are doing their worksheets or activities. The grade 4 pupils will stop doing their task at hand and listen to the discussion for grade 3 pupils and vice versa. So as a future educator, I will surely apply all the skills that I have acquired in this unit. I will give the best of my abilities for the sake of my students to provide them a quality learning. I will always incorporate empathy with my students and treat them as equals. I will be transparent with them. I will always consider their feelings. I will listen to them and understand their situation. Explain the concept of multigrade teaching. So multigrade teaching is a situation in which one teacher has to teach many grades all at the same time. It happens in all schools where there are more grades than teachers. Some multigrade teachers may teach 2 grades, but some teach 3 or 4 grades. In very small schools, teachers may teach 6 or 7 grades at the same time under one roof. Compare multigrade teaching and monograde teaching. In monograde, the teacher teaches only 1 grade. The learners in each grade are usually of the same age but may differ in abilities, while in multigrade teaching, the teacher has to teach many grades all at the same time. Describe your personal views on multigrade teaching. So a multigrade classroom simply means that there is more than 1 grade in the room, working independently or together, with each student working towards their individual curriculum goals for their grade level. Thank you so much for listening.